Hello.
friends! Welcome back to Talking Tenderness with Jenna
Still
and
messed that up.
Curtis.
I'm
It's
eating
fine.
ice cream cake.
Yeah, where we talk ourselves in circles and you guys listen to our friendship rambles for the internet's pure entertainment. So we haven't talked in a while, like even offline. So this might be a chaotic episode.
It's gonna be something.
Yeah.
I apologize for the scraping. I
Yeah,
don't know if it's picking up or not, but
I
I
think
only
it
have one
is,
bite of
but
ice cream
it's
cake
fine.
left.
It makes it more authentic.
Okay, this is my last bite of ice cream cake, so you can start.
Why are you... Whose birthday was it?
Both my parents, but my dad got the ice cream cake.
Oh, okay. So
It
a
was like
recap
a
from
week and a
since
half ago.
last time we recorded. Two major things have happened in my life. One, I got back from Texas. Which that trip was life-changing, and also I got into another friend fight, but this one was more comical and we were just both hammered and
Are you moving to Texas? Is that what's coming out of this?
No, we took an Uber and we got hammered and it was like 2 a.m. and we fought the whole way home. And oh my god, if you're my friend from Texas and you're listening to this, I love you dearly. But fought the whole way home about just stupid stuff, like whether your college actually makes an impact, being from Texas versus being from the Northeast, like all of these things that like you don't need to fight about. But we were like in a debate in the back of this man's Uber, and then my friend forgot her phone in the car, and that roughly ended the night, and the fight dropped because that really can put a dent in things. And then the other big thing that happened after the amazing Texas trip, Taylor Swift dropped her new album.
Oh.
And if
so
you're...
nothing major.
Oh my god, it is so major. It's the only thing I've listened to for the month of April and May.
Didn't you say two life-changing things?
Yeah, it did change my life. I've only listened to it for the past month. And if you're listening to this and you're like, why have you not discussed this prior to her? It's been dropped for a month. It took me a month to fully process the album. Like 31 songs, Curtis. Life-changing.
I don't know how to respond to that, so I'm not gonna respond to it. Anyway, I read 47 books last week.
Okay. How long were said books?
200 pages.
47?
Yeah, they may or may not have just been volumes of a comic.
So they were picture books?
No, they were comics. But
like...
47 in a week, that's pretty good.
That's impressive. 47, that's what?
I don't know, I didn't do the math.
Are you
47
sure
divided by 7? Because I could only get up to 50.
You read 9,000 pages in 1 week?
I mean, some of them didn't have... Some pages didn't have words, so you're looking at the pages. But, you know, I say about 200-ish. It was 300 or 400 some odd chapters.
That seems a little excessive. That's like worse than my reading habits.
What else was I supposed to do? I was sitting on the beach all week.
Oh, fair. You were on vacation.
Yeah.
Did you take fully off for it?
Yeah.
Oh, so nice.
I didn't have to worry about anything. I came back and there was only like 2 things I had to do. It reminds me I gotta look into something. There's some real weird situation going on that I don't understand at work, but it's not my problem. It shouldn't be my problem, but I'll figure it out.
Yeah. So what else did you do? So Curtis was in Florida, if he didn't already say exactly where.
I didn't say where.
Curtis was in Florida, which is also 2 songs on Taylor Swift's new album. But what did you do? You just sat on the beach. You did nothing. Did you play mini golf or?
So Monday, we got there Saturday, and we went and got dinner. And then Sunday we went to the beach, and we came back, ate lunch, and then went back to the beach, and I read all day, and then we went to dinner. Tuesday, my dad and I played golf, and then came back, ate lunch, and then we went to the beach. Wednesday, went to the beach, came back, ate lunch, went to the beach. Thursday, went to the beach, ate lunch, went back to the beach. Friday it rained, so we sat in the house all day, and then in the afternoon we went to the beach. And then Saturday I came home.
Oh, that's
I did
nice.
go on a little shopping spree down there, though. I spent, for me, bought a lot of clothes. I bought a Patagonia sweatshirt,
Ooh,
which
they're
was,
really nice.
or sorry, not Patagonia, North Face.
Same, very, very nice.
And it's my style, the high neck. Um, I got it 60% off,
Was it an outlet?
which was, uh-huh, it
Oh,
went from 90 down to 34.
oh, so nice.
And I bought 2 pairs of shoes,
What types of shoes?
Brooks.
Ooh, I just got Brooks as well.
I love Brooks. They're the only things I wear. But I
I
bought 2 pairs for $50 or for $100 total.
ooh, mine. I just bought a
I
pair
know
of
how much
Brooks.
no pair cost.
I just bought a pair of Brooks in April as well for running, but they were a lot of money.
Yeah, I know. I also bought a new pair like 5 months ago. And I know how much they cost. Which is why when I saw 2 pairs for $50 each that were like the renewed ones and they looked brand new, I was like, you know what? They're new. I'm going to buy them.
Yeah, that's I need to find an outlet. We don't have like my outlets near me are like eh.
I don't have any outlets. I have to drive 2 hours if I want to go to outlets.
Yeah, your outlets are the ones in the Pokes, right?
They're Scranton,
Oh.
Wilkes-Barre area.
Oh, sorry. It's been a really long day, and I had like nightmares
No,
all
I'm
last
hurt.
night long.
Oh,
So, you were actually I'm gonna go back to my Texas trip because you were one of the points of conversation, and it's actually a bullet note I want to talk about during this podcast.
why me?
So I know we said like we were gonna in our me and Curtis before we actually started recording this podcast, we had a discussion of what we do and do not want to say on the podcast. This might semi go against what we have on that list,
I don't
but
know where this is going.
it's a good conversation to have. So without saying much more, for the audience to know, me and Curtis are on opposite sides of politics,
Yeah, that's
and
where I thought this was gonna go.
we're still. I would consider you one of my very, very close friends. My friend
Mhm.
in Texas is on your side of politics as well. Part of the fight that we had was a political fight, and the next day I was just happened to be texting you, and hungover off my mind texting you, and she walked in the room and she goes, "Who are you texting?" And I said, "Curtis," and she asked, "Didn't you say Curtis was on my side of politics?" And I was like, "Yes." And she was, "How are you friends with him? How do you maintain a healthy friendship with him when you don't agree politically?" And
Just don't bring it up.
this has sparked so many conversations since that trip because I feel like like a lot of my friends don't align with my politics, and I think it's really simple of if you don't want something put on the table in your friendship, you just don't put it on the table. But I think a lot of people
Mhm.
struggle with that concept, and I think if more people understood that you don't have to force your opinion on every person you meet, we would have such a happier country.
I mean, I feel like I don't know how I want to say this because I've seen this, and I feel like if I say this, you're gonna get mad at me
Why?
because it's something that I've seen. And I feel like if I say, and I know you're gonna get mad at me.
Just say it.
Okay, it's a thing I've seen on the internet a lot for a long time,
Hmm.
but it's like if you put a group of women in the room, they'll find something to hate about each other. But if you put a group of guys in the room, they'll find something to love about each other. Hold on.
Like no, I don't hate it, but I also disagree.
I'm not saying all the time, but I'm saying 9 times
Yeah,
out of 10,
I would agree with
the
that.
women will pick on the negative, whereas the guys will always like be buddies.
I agree with it, but I don't think it's women will find something to hate. I think women will naturally gravitate to a more negative atmosphere, whereas guys will be like football, sports, and drinking. Women will naturally gravitate towards like the negative side of things. You see it the most. That might be
Yeah.
controversial, but you see it the most on The Bachelor and The Bachelorette. When it's 150 women in the household, it's mean girls versus non-mean girls, and it always is shown. Whereas when it's guys, it's like they pick one villain guy, and it's highlighted because most men are just chill.
Yeah, I mean, I think another thing to look at in that regard is like professional fighting. Like you're gonna get 2 guys in the ring, and they're friends afterwards. Like, you could have all this after, and then afterwards they're just friends.
Yeah.
I think that's part of it. Is like I just don't feel the need to bring it up anymore because it's not gonna do anything.
Yeah, and I think it also just comes to a respect. Like, you respect me, and whether you agree with my politics or not, you're like, okay,
Yeah.
we might not see eye to eye, but like I respect her enough to leave it alone, and I know it upsets her.
Hmm.
But like I didn't understand. And now I look back at college and I'm like, now I see why so many people looked at us like we were crazy once we started opening our
Hmm.
mouths, because it's not a common thing that people can on
Oh yeah.
opposite sides of the spectrum can agree. And it's like, if you're bringing, I don't know, if you're bringing Brussels sprouts and I don't like Brussels sprouts, we're not eating Brussels sprouts.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I don't eat fruits or vegetables.
Yeah, exactly. There's so many things in life that me and Curtis do not agree on, including diets, food, anything along those
Listen,
lines.
my diet is fine. Okay. I may have had buffalo chicken meatballs and ice cream cake for dinner,
Do you
but I
know?
am 24 years old and I am an adult.
Yeah, the more people I talk to in the real world, the more men I meet that don't eat fruits and vegetables. And I don't
Oh,
under
that's good.
and it's never the women. It's never the women that are like, "No, I won't go anything that's green." But it's always the men that are like, "I want chicken parm and pizza every night for dinner."
Oh, that sounds amazing.
Yeah.
I love chicken parm.
Yeah.
Did I have chicken? When was the last time I had chicken parm? I had it. I think we might have made it for dinner one night. If it wasn't that, then it was out at a restaurant. I got chicken parm for dinner.
Oh, love chicken parm. I had it last night
Chicken
and
parm is
tonight.
great. Yeah, no, chicken parm is great. I now need to have it again. So
Yeah.
I got to figure out how to have chicken parm.
Yeah. So I also, on the topic of what I've been doing this month, I redownloaded TikTok
Hmm.
like 3 days ago, which I
Oh,
hadn't had
I've
it.
never undownloaded it.
Yeah, I am healthy and I understand when TikTok's too much. Um, what
What are
was
you saying
saying?
about me? I'm healthy too. I just, you know, sometimes fall asleep on the couch watching it before I go to bed because I don't want to go to bed.
Yeah, well, I re-downloaded it because Miss Swift is touring again, and I
Oh,
watch her lives when she's touring. Um, but a lot of TikToks for, I guess, mine is like old because when I downloaded it, it was like beginning of end of March, so my it's trying to catch up. But I've been seeing a lot of TikToks about like marriage packs, in
I
which,
saw those a bit ago.
yeah, which we had a marriage pact at one point.
I couldn't remember if we did or not.
Do you think it's healthy to have well, so the marriage pact was that if me and one of our old friends were still single
Oh,
by
okay. I
45,
wouldn't say that. Okay,
we
that was
would
not.
get
I would
married,
not
and
call
then
it a
you would
marriage pact.
married you because you have a male and we need a male in our taxes. But do you think marriage pacts are healthy?
I think it depends on the situation.
What would be a healthy situation for it?
I can't pick one. I just, I think there's a very specific situation that if I saw it, I'd be like, yeah, that's probably a good one for it.
Yeah, I no longer believe in them.
Yeah, it makes
I
sense.
think the idea of having, so I was thinking long and hard about it because I was on the set of TikTok where it's like all these best friends were like, if we're still single by 40, we're gonna get married. I think if you're planning for your plan B, your plan A is never gonna happen. Like if your plan A is to be married and have a family, but you're already saying plan B is when I'm 40, I'm marrying my friend, the chances of plan A happening are gonna be like slim to none.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, just go for plan B.
Yeah, and then also, if I'm still single when I'm 40, or when I'm 45, or when I'm 50, I'm only at midlife. Your girl is gonna rock being single and be a freaking bachelorette the rest of her life if she has to. Like, I'm not gonna rely on getting married. I'll just work double as hard to live the life I want.
Interesting.
What?
I don't know. It just not.
What you expected?
That wouldn't work double as hard.
Well, I kind of live a bougie life, Curtis, so I don't know if I'll be able to afford the life I want living on a
Yeah.
single income salary.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
I am a bougie biatch.
Well, there goes the profanity rating on this one.
The past 3 have been explicit.
Oh, I think I've only listed one.
Oh, maybe it was 1. I thought there was 3.
Oh, it may have been more.
Um, yeah. Marriage pacts have really been on my mind lately. I think it's also because for so long I was like, well, if I don't have kids by 35, I'm just gonna have a kid on my own. And it's like, why am I planning that? I don't want that.
Yeah.
So I plan for the now.
I've seen a lot about sundresses.
So, my good God. Such a
It's
boy.
more people trying to define what it is. Alright? It's not actually people wearing them. It is women trying to decipher what they are.
What do you mean decipher what they are?
Because, I don't know, it started with this one TikTok of this girl who was like, what is a sundress? What do you guys mean when they say sundress? And then this other girl goes, oh, it's this. And it's not at all what she says. They've determined that it's a milkmaid dress, and it's not a milkmaid dress.
No, a sundress is like, I assume it's like spaghetti straps, lightweight fabric. I wouldn't, it's not short, so I would say a sundress is like knee length or longer. And my brain would say florally, but they don't have to be florally, but for the most part florally. And just like the type of dresses that if a gust of wind comes, like the fabric just flows type thing.
Yeah.
The milkmaid
That's
dress
similar.
and like that's like the mom dresses.
Yeah. I can send you the video that explains it fine.
Yeah. I love sundresses. I don't really wear dresses, but I have a lot.
Me too.
Some guy I work with keeps saying, you women are lucky because you can wear dresses to work when it's hot. We can't. I'm like, we're in an air conditioned an air conditioned building.
It doesn't matter.
We're in an air conditioned
It's still
building.
hot.
We're all cold. Don't say you're hot in the building because the standard corporate buildings are set at the body temperature only for men. They took the standard body temperature, which is like 2 degrees or 2.2 degrees warmer than a female's body, and divided it by something and set the perfect temperature to be like 68 degrees in all corporate buildings, which is the standard now. And
yeah, that's great. I work in a hospital.
It's based on the man's body.
Not freezing.
The hospitals are cold.
My office is hot. When I go in this week, it's gonna be like.
What's it like not to have to go in every day?
I have to go in Wednesday, and I have to go to an event Thursday morning, and I have to go in Friday to do a presentation.
I have to go in
So
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
You can be a little bit nicer to me.
Oh, get out of here. Get out of here.
I know, you're just mean.
Ready for my goofy topic?
Sure.
Have you seen the comedian talking on TikTok? I swear this is my last TikTok one. About, so, when a serial killer kills people,
Uh-huh.
they get put to death.
Uh-huh.
By someone that is in charge of doing the death penalty.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't the person that's putting the serial killer to death just another serial killer?
No, because a serial killer is what I am every morning when I eat breakfast.
Sociopathic? Emotionless?
No, I eat cereal for breakfast.
No, Curtis, you're ruining it.
I know.
Right?
Yeah.
And also,
I can see it.
don't in order to have that job, don't you need to be a little wacko? Because you're just taking people's lives?
I mean, in theory, I guess so. I can see where you would have to,
Be a
be
little wacko.
off. Yeah.
Okay. What are your topics?
My topics.
Do you have anything to discuss with me? We haven't talked in a very, very long time, so.
I know, and nothing I want to talk to you about can be said on here.
Most of them an open book about.
No, not. Yeah. Most of the stuff. I wouldn't say any of the stuff I've had happen recently has been.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna date for a while.
Fair. Me either.
Just not even gonna attempt that. I'm not even gonna be around women. That's just not right now.
Fair.
Yeah. I do like my sister's new boyfriend.
We went
I
over
don't know
that
if I've
last
said
time.
that before. Yeah. What's new for me? Oh, I got into an honor society,
Which one?
NLSS, NSLS, National Society of Leadership and Success.
What is it?
It wants $95.
I didn't know you can get in honor societies as an adult.
I mean, I'm in a master's program.
Oh, you're right.
I have a 4.0.
It's an online school.
Yeah, it's just papers. I'm
No
not
offense,
saying it's
no
anything
offense.
fantastic. No, I'm not saying it's anything fantastic. I freely admit that it's just papers.
I got asked to be an advisor in a woman in leadership program at Mercy University in upstate.
Oh.
I don't know, the guy reached out on LinkedIn, but I don't answer people. Like my text messages,
Oh.
LinkedIn DMs are a no-go zone.
Even worse.
Yeah.
The only way to get a hold of you is, sorry, via text. I can't even get a hold of you when I send you TikToks.
Via text. Well, I didn't have it downloaded, Curtis. The only way to get in
You
hold
said you re-downloaded it in March.
No, I undownloaded it in March. I re-downloaded it on Friday.
Oh.
The only way to
Even when you did have it downloaded, though.
The only way to get in touch with me is preferably a text message saying SOS and then a call, and I will talk to you on the phone for hours, but I do not do any other form of communication.
Yeah, that tracks. That's about you.
Yeah. Holy moly.
What else is new? Tracks kind of almost over, but not really in theory. Because this week is our district meet, which is just basically our conference meet because we don't have a conference. So this is our last meet. And then I don't think anybody will make states, which would be the 25th. But we might have someone make nationals, which is in June.
I thought you said your boy qualified in JAV for nationals.
Yeah. But he might not make states.
Oh, so he can't go to nationals then?
No, he can go to nationals. You just can't go to states. Uh-huh. Our state qualifying mark is like 180 for javelin, and the minimum for nationals is 174.
Oh.
That's the auto qualifier for nationals. So you could qualify for nationals, but not qualify to go to PA states.
Interesting.
Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense at all.
No. So the only way that he can get to states right now, unless he just, pulls something out, is if he goes first or second, which there's two guys whose PRs is 211 that are also at the meet. So likelihood of him doing that is very not likely.
Yeah.
So we'll practice until we go to nationals.
Doesn't school end in 10 days? 2 weeks?
The 31st is graduation here.
Oh. Well, how long? Calendar! Uno momento.
Uno, dos weeks, and then Friday.
Oh. That's not right.
2 weeks from Friday.
Oh, no, it is correct. Because my friend said she has 1 full week left and then 10 days. Yeah. Duh. I'm just an idiot.
That's
15 days, yes, but the last 10 days of school never matter.
No. 1 week left, and then 10 days.
That's exactly what I'm saying. 1 week of actual
Isn't it?
school.
Wait. Isn't it 2 weeks and 3 days?
Well, it's Monday, so she has this week, and then next week she's an elementary school teacher, so it's like 2 field trips, field day.
No, but I'm more saying the way she counted it as 1 week and 10 days.
No.
You can get another week out of that 10 days.
Well, it's 10 business days, 10 school days. We don't count weekends.
Well, then it's 3 weeks.
You're not listening to me. Holy hell.
I don't think you're listening to yourself.
She has 1 week of actual school because she actually has to teach this week.
You didn't say that. You just said she has 1 week and 10 days.
And then she has 10 days, which consist of like field day, 2 field trips, and a bunch of randomness. And no one goes to school the last 10 days.
You did not explain it like that.
I was trying to explain it, but you just kept restating your mansplaining of me at math over and over.
Because you didn't say a week of actual school. You said she has
I
a week
said,
and 10 days.
I said, my friend has a week, and then she has, my friend said she has a week, and then she has 10 days. And I said, because she has a week of teaching left, but then she has 10 days of things like field day and of 2 field trips. But you just kept saying, do you mean 13 days? Not what I meant, Curtis.
First of all, I never said 13 days. Second of all, you didn't say that before I said
I
2
was
weeks and 3
trying
days.
to explain it, but you just kept saying yours.
Well, because you weren't saying it fast enough.
I'm trying to learn how to talk slower, but I also realized...
It's really on you.
Huh?
It's your fault. You should have talked faster.
Yeah, well, so my normal speed at which I talk, we all know... Oh my god, my bed is shifting forward. Is lightning quick. But then I realized
Who's in
that
there
people
with
at
you?
work stopped understanding me. So I was like, okay, I'll start speaking slower. But when I speak slower, my accent shows more. Oh my god, Curtis. The amount of times that people are commenting on it. I work with a kid from Long Island. So when he talks, I start... Wait, I have to turn my air conditioner on. When he talks, I start talking like I'm from Long Island. Also, so they say things like sore and water or water. And then I have to see if it's going to pick up on that.
It's not.
I can't tell. But, oh, it's not. So then I was like, oh my god, I can't sit next to you because I start picking up on your accent. Well, I went into a meeting and I said something about I had to, I'm going to say, I had to propose a question. I learned that I didn't say ask right. If I start talking slow, I say I have to ask you a question instead of ask.
Yeah.
And then everyone was like, what do you have to do? And I was like, I have to ask you a question. And they're like, no, Jenna, you have to ask. And I'm like, I'm saying ask. And he's like, no, you said ask. And now I like can't talk slow because all of these little things are coming out. And then right after that, we had our team meeting and we're sitting there talking about accents. And they were like, well, what other words don't you say properly? So many words.
Yeah, I know.
What is the game you play?
I don't say a lot properly.
What is the game you play where it's like I knew I said this one wrong and I will never be able to say it properly. It's the number game where you have to fill in the rows and the columns up to it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Sudoku?
I call it Sudoku. I don't know why, and that's not an anything thing. I think that's just my brain. Or I say radiator and I say draw and I say
Oh, I've heard you say radiator before.
I say radiator. I say draw or drawer. I say, if I'm talking to my parents, I say water. If I'm talking to normal people, I say water. I can't say the wee woo thing that picks you up if you're injured. There's just like you would.
What is it?
I say like an ambulance. You know, I'm never gonna call one because I can't say it.
No, what is it?
I don't. But like. It's
I just say ambulance.
Yeah, I'm gonna say ambulance.
Oh, there you go. You got it.
It's the people that like know you closest that it hurts when they correct you. Like when he started making fun of me for saying axe, I was like, take the knife out of my chest and why don't you go clean it off in the bathroom? Like, stop making fun of me here. I try so hard to not have an accent.
I'm aware.
How do you
I'm
say?
aware of how hard you try.
How do you like when you're? How do I explain it? Like, you're being socially blank when you're, like, kind of weird and uncomfortable.
Awkward?
Do you know what's awkward? Awkward? It's, like, awkward. It's supposed to be, like you're in awe. It's supposed to be awkward.
Man, that sound really pulls out of Jersey.
Well, I learned that I have an accent. But then I talk to people.
You've just learned what I've told you for years.
But then I talk to people from Central Pennsylvania, and I can pull a Philly twang, because my boss keeps telling me that I.
Oh, Delco.
Delaware County.
Yeah, there's a whole Delco accent.
Oh,
I don't know how to
Delaware
explain
County?
I don't know.
Oh, well, my boss
But
my
Delco's the
boss
whole
asked me
thing.
if I've ever lived in Philly because apparently I pull Philly. I just think it's because we have so many Philly people at school that I started picking up on their twang. But then I caught myself saying I had to go get a shower, and I was like, "Oh my God, my best friend needs to get out of my head." That's a Pennsylvania thing. I got to go get a shower. No,
Yeah.
you're going to go take
I'm
a
gonna go get a
shower.
shower. No, I'm gonna go grab it.
Where? From Lowe's?
Yeah. Yeah, Lowe's.
Oh, that's funny.
I would say Home Depot, but that's an hour away, and I don't want to drive that far
Yeah, my Home
just
Depot's
to get a
close.
shower.
So anything else fun and
Yeah.
exciting?
Well, fun and exciting, fun and exciting, fun and
Should I
exciting.
last podcast we talked about how my whole friend group was falling apart. My whole friend group is not
Oh
falling
yeah,
apart. I'm just the one falling apart. Like in Taylor Swift says, "Hi, I'm the problem. It's me." Um, I'm the one that is still not friends with people, but they're all friends and they think everyone else is fine. So I'm paying for a vacation for all of us to go on. And I don't speak to half of them.
that's
Interesting, right?
yeah, no,
And they're all making comments like, or not they're all, just, oh, so there's, what, 7 of us, and I don't speak to 2 of them, so it's a quarter. Um, they're all making comments like, we're gonna see how this trip goes. A, I'm their rides. Neither of them are driving. B, I paid for the vacation. If you're not getting along with the person that's funding the cost, why would you go?
I'm surprised you're even allowing them to go still.
Well, my issue is I didn't fund the
I know it's
vacation
not
for me.
yours.
I funded it for my friend, and I said, I'm not gonna be the person that doesn't let your friends be there.
Yeah, no, I get that. But I mean, I feel like at a certain point, things gotta happen.
Yeah. Or I can
I don't know where I'm going with this.
Or I could just be a biatch for the rest of my life and live with 4 friends.
I mean, are you planning to like, for lack of a better term, make up, or are you just,
I don't know. I'm kind of just
this
like
is it?
rolling with where the sea takes me. If it brings me across the shoreline where I end up being friends with them again, maybe. But as of right now, I'm chilling. As salty as
That
I
makes
sound.
sense.
I'm just raking in bank and putting it in the savings. And that's how I'm living my
Yep,
life.
especially when you're paying for a vacation for them.
Yeah, freaking. Well, that was already paid for, and I did half of it with an award that I won, so it wasn't necessarily expensive. But we'll see. I'll report on that in 8 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess this is kind of an update. I've been getting into golf more,
Oh no.
like actual
Oh
golf.
no.
What?
You're one
What?
of those.
I've always played golf. This isn't a new thing.
I know.
I've just been playing it more.
Just for fun?
I can't help my one friend plays golf. Yeah, just
Is
for
this
fun.
the same friend that got you into frisbee golf? Because you guys seem to jump sports.
No. No. No.
Did
Not
you give up on the
We
frisbee
had this
golf?
conversation today. I just haven't had time to go play with
Do you
anybody.
have time to play golf?
Yeah, we do that on like a Sunday.
Oh,
And they're not normally free on Sundays to go frisbee golf
fair.
or disc golf. But it was my friend from Harrisburg,
Oh, okay.
that
So
like
you
my
guys
work
meet
friend.
in, like, Selinsgrove.
We were planning to, and then they just never, told us that we actually had a tea time. So he came here and we played the course
Oh,
down
fair.
here. And then this weekend he was here for his fiance's graduation, and then we went to Lewisburg and spent 3 hours on the simulator there, which for 3 hours I paid $35.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's like $12 an hour.
Yeah. Yeah, and we didn't lose a single ball.
You didn't have to chase a ball. You probably didn't sweat that much.
No, there was no airflow in the room. I was sweating. I
Oh.
regretted wearing pants.
I need
But
to
no,
learn
it
how
was
to play
fun.
golf, and every person that like keeps trying to mentor me is like, Jenna, that's the one thing that's going to benefit your career is learning to play, because all businessmen play golf. But I have such bad anger issues.
I offered to teach you senior year.
Yeah, and my anger issues haven't gotten better.
It's not my
Like, I
fault.
feel like
I
if I
offered
were
to
to try
teach
to
you.
play golf, I
You
would
went.
hit someone with a golf club. Someone would hit it farther than me or laugh at me swinging and missing, and I would turn and swing at their head. And I can promise you that I won't miss hitting someone with a golf club, but I will miss hitting the ball.
You know why you won't?
Because when I get angry, I see tunnel
Because those
vision.
clubs. No, because those clubs are expensive.
I get that, but that, do you know what's
And you're
do you
left-handed,
know what's
which makes
also
it worse.
expensive? My phone, and I've shattered that multiple times in anger.
Okay, well, we're adults now.
Are we? I made the comment yesterday that I'm really just a 5-year-old in the adult world.
Okay, I feel that when I came back from the simulator and I stopped and got a milkshake because I was hungry and I'm like, I want a milkshake before dinner. Who's gonna stop me? I'm
Yeah,
24, and I got a milkshake, and it was amazing.
that's getting clipped. That is
Um,
so getting clipped. Thrown on the Instagram.
yeah, that was a good one.
That was funny.
McDonald's milkshakes are
Yeah,
different,
'cause they're
man. They just hit
junk.
different. No, there's something different about a McDonald's milkshake compared to any other milkshake. It does not taste the same as a
Let's
milkshake
be
from Dairy
honest.
Queen.
Anyone that says McDonald's food is bad is lying to themselves. Most McDonald's food hits so different.
It's not good, but it's not good in
It's
a
not
weird
good,
good way.
as in it's not. It's good, and it's gonna kill my insides in 5 minutes.
It's good in a way that doesn't make sense because it's trash, but being trash makes it
Like,
good.
go to McDonald's and get. Well, I've been on the kids meal kick, which I don't know why, but like I don't go to McDonald's for meals, but like you get a 6-piece kids meal with French fries, and it's the perfect serving size for like a pick me up. So good. Hits so different.
I will go to Wendy's any day over McDonald's.
No, could not be me.
Oh, no, Wendy's is the king of food if I want food, but McDonald's is better
Yeah,
for
it's gonna
milkshakes.
sound weird, but when I eat McDonald's, I don't feel greasy after, which is probably because I've had it so many times in my life that like my body's immune. But I went to
Yeah,
in
that's weird.
Texas we went to Whataburger, and we had like one of their sandwiches, and I felt ill after because it was so heavy, which is probably
I still haven't had
yeah, we have to go to
Whataburger.
Texas. Oh my God.
I
Speaking
saw
on
one in
that,
Florida.
did you see the Kill Tony host was on the Tom Brady roast?
I
He
did
was
see that
funny.
clip.
And his comedy is like he's sarcastically funny, like
Well, he was originally part of Comedy Central's roast. Like that was his original job, was he was a
well,
writer
so
of Comedy
his
Central's
comedy
roast.
and being the sense of he the fact that he kind of seems like he doesn't think he's funny made it even funnier because he would tell a joke and then just straight face go to the next one while everyone's hysterically laughing at him.
Yeah, I have since starting watching Kill Tony, which I haven't watched in a while or listened to. I haven't really gone on walks. I haven't had time. Um, I really like Tony Hinchcliffe, and I really want to go see Cam Patterson.
I don't know who Cam Patterson is.
Cam Patterson is like, Cam Patterson is the guy who keeps rocks in his pocket.
Hmm.
He's one of the regulars.
Did I tell you
You
that I
know
saw
what to
Andrew
saw.
Schwartz in Austin?
No, you went to actually,
Yeah,
you
we
like
went
actually
to
went
the
to his
arena
show.
and saw him. So funny, Curtis.
Did you
So
did you
funny.
hold on? Hold on, this is a milestone.
He told the story about like his whole thing is about like his life, and because he just had a kid, so he told
Mhm.
he told the story about it all, and at one point he showed a home video, like it was so cute, it was so funny. The most annoying part was that the guys behind us were plaster, so we were drunk. All we had that day was like
Mhm.
crawfish and vodka sodas, so we were like decently drunk. The guys behind
Mhm.
us were hammered and they were just saying the most inappropriate things. Like, if we were in a small club and they were saying the things, it would have been counted as heckling. Like, it was just not right, and I think being a woman that was sitting in front of them made it even worse. Like, they made a joke about abortion, or not abortion, miscarrying. They made a joke about adoption, and like, I was like, you're in the wrong setting. Like, you're not the comedian here. Keep your mouth shut. Yeah, so that kind of ruined it, but Andrew Schwartz was
Yeah,
hysterical, and his openers even funnier.
I do like Andrew Schwartz. Who were his
Um,
openers?
ugh, Una Memento. Andrew. Oh, it's not Schwartz, it's Schultz. I'm
I
just an
like
idiot.
oh, you're right. I like the clips where it's just him going on a rant for 5 minutes.
Yeah. Did you see the clip today of him? His wife bought a piece of furniture. He was sitting talking on the thing, and he looks at his phone and he goes, "She really needs to tell me when she's buying things." And then she looks again and he goes, "What is Lulu and Wanda," or something like that? And they go, "A furniture company." He goes, "What are you spending this much money on furniture for? If there's a comma, I need a text. How hard is it to explain?" He wasn't trying to be funny, but he was hysterical. I'm really looking.
Yeah.
I don't know who his openers were.
This is gonna be completely off topic, but I see it on Instagram and I've seen it a couple times now. There's too many places that don't have a tow board on their shot put
That should be
circle.
illegal.
Yeah, I know. There's also a kid who shuffles disc.
I also feel like we need to does if you're not listening, what shop it is, it's a circle. You throw a metal ball across the circle into a tow board. Um, and the tow board keeps you in the circle.
Good explanation.
Curtis, I don't know. Who's opening?
What are
Who
you looking for
opened
again?
Andrew Schultz? I don't know. I'll send it to you. But it was the guy with really long curly hair that sometimes appears on his podcast, and it was another black guy that is hysterical and made me no.
Asian? No.
No, and it wasn't Akash Singh either, because
I
I
was gonna say
really
Bobby
wanted
Lee.
Akash Singh to be there, and he was not.
I gotta listen to more podcasts.
I don't listen
Just the comedy
to
one.
comedy. I just see clips all over the internet now.
Me too.
What else you got, Curtis?
Um,
I could give a detailed synopsis about Taylor Swift's new
no.
album.
Mark Gagnon,
Who's that?
the guy with curly hair.
Yeah. Really long curly hair, kind of looks like a surfer,
Mm-hmm.
but lives in New
Mm-hmm.
York City. With his high school
He's the
sweetheart.
co-creator of Schultz Saves America.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. That's it. I found that pretty fast.
I was really struggling.
Yeah, I just, well, I think it ended up being on his website. Oh no, it was on West Side Comedy Club. What do I have? I haven't really watched any shows lately. I didn't like the pink lemonade flavor on the Circle water bottle.
Oh, why? Neither did my dad.
The pink lemonade one, it just didn't taste right. There was no flavor either. It was either too strong or not strong enough, and it just wasn't good.
Okay, I really like that one.
Not the pink lemonade. I'm hoping maybe eventually if I get a lemonade one, it'll be better. Let me tell you, 5 hours of travel is a lot from plane to car.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I think I'm planning my next trip. I think I know where I want to go.
where are you going?
I want to do the Christmas markets through Europe. Or not Europe, but like Eastern Europe.
Hmm.
So I think I'm going to do a week and then travel to like 3 or 4 different cities.
My work friend, he wants to see if he wants to see if his sister will let him use their beach house down in Florida, and then we might do a trip down there.
Again?
That's a friend trip, not a family trip.
Fair.
So it's different.
Is it?
You and I both know it's different.
It's to Florida though.
Yeah, but
I
it's
guess if
two
you're going to
different
Florida,
groups
you
of
can
people.
like, if you go with your friends, you can get like hammered on
It's
the
two different
beach.
areas of Florida.
Okay.
Exactly. It's two different areas of Florida.
Okay.
I still want to do like a friend trip to Disney.
Absolutely not. Not me.
You were on board with this.
I'm on board with Universal.
Why Universal?
Harry Potter World.
Oh.
I'm not a Disney person unless we're going to Epcot, in which I can drink around the world. But I think I
mean,
saw
Epcot is part of Disney.
I saw a post, and well, we can do Universal for actual trips, and then Epcot drink around the world. But I saw a post that it costs like $900 to drink around the world. Because each drink is like $60.
Okay, it's not like 900. It's probably like 2. Because the drinks are probably like $12 each.
No, I think they're like $35, Curtis.
I don't think it's $35 for a drink at Epcot.
The drinks are very, very expensive. And there's, what, 15 locations?
$120 is totally doable if you're mostly getting smaller pours from festival booths. Oh, that's if you go for the wine and cheese festival.
Drink round world.
If you go during the wine and dine, it's $455 to the festival, $380 for drinks. The average price per stall was $15. Beer flights were $10.
Total spent for normal sized drinks $482.65.
Okay, well there's your problem getting normal sized drinks.
I'm not going and getting small drinks. If I'm drinking around the world, I'm getting hammered.
Yeah, I don't think you're making around the world then.
And then also when you go down there, let's say we do that, we need I just like malfunctioned.
Oh,
An
what?
Uber or a car service. And we will not be staying in a
There.
Disney hotel.
Oh, I don't think you understand. We're staying in a Disney hotel.
Do you think I'm made of money? Don't
Not
answer that
that
question.
bad.
Disney hotels?
Yes. Disney Art of Animation.
Me and you will do it once we get an LLC and we'll write it off to the podcast.
Yeah.
Well, that's when we'll do that when we're actually
right
recording.
now, Disney's Art of Animation from Hotels in America is $212.
For a basic room? Is there a window in it?
Yeah. Let's see how long. Let's just look at let's look at the current price from today until the 18th.
Well, we're not going to go today, Curtis.
I'm just looking at
We
the current
should
price.
do another trip.
Okay?
We did Boston. We should do another one. We did Boston
We did.
week this month. A year ago this month. And we had a lot of fun in Boston.
So if we were to stay in the Little Mermaid standard room, it is $234 a night.
Would you drive down or would you fly?
I would absolutely fly.
Good, because I don't drive long distances anymore.
I will not drive down to Florida. However, we would need to wait until we're 25, so that way we can rent a car.
Or Uber.
From the airport,
Why not?
because it's going to be like a 30-minute Uber.
Okay. There's 30-minute Uber in.
Plus, then we don't have to worry about Ubering downtown. And it's one less cost you have to worry about.
I would never rent a car. Not after my experience with renting a car in Scotland. I won't. Do you know how many curbs I hit?
Okay, I'll drive.
What was I googling? Universal Studios. What was the? Oh, not from my house. What was the hotel you were looking at?
I was looking at Art of Animation.
Art of an.
You can also do the All-Star Sports Resort, which is another budget one.
Available. What about
They do also have the Disney transportation system.
Orlando Airport? It keeps clocking my home address, and it's no rides available because it's 25 hours.
The average price for the trip is $46 on Uber.
To the Art of Animation?
Just to Disney World. From
it is expensive
Orlando
to
Airport.
Uber around Orlando. It was not this expensive anywhere else.
Well, no, because you don't have that many people who are going to pay for it.
Yeah.
So you rent a car, and then that allows you to go
so podcast
to the other
listeners,
places
coming
on
in the next
property.
year, Jenna and Curtis take on Orlando, even though Jenna hates Florida.
All right, hold on. We're going to have rent in the next year, so let's make it 2 years.
I'm probably not moving out anytime soon.
Lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I have nothing else to talk about.
I think my parents are planning a trip down
To
there next
Disney?
year. Yeah.
My parents gave up on the whole Disney thing
They
once
went-
we all turned 18.
Oh. They went last year. They went within last year for a work conference down there. And they tacked on a couple days to go to Disney. And they're like, we need to take you kids back. And I was like, okay. I won't complain.
Yeah, I don't want to go to like Disney, and I wouldn't do anything more than definitely just drink and do like the Disney Springs and drink there.
Disney Springs. I'd love to go
Did
there.
you not go there when your parents were there?
Oh, we do, but it's a different thing. Much like the different
Yeah, yeah,
Florida
yeah.
trip.
We went as a family too, and we went to Universal. The only thing we did was Disney Springs, and it was because it was like a night thing,
Hmm.
and it was very different because we were like young. We were like 18, 16, and
Yeah.
13. So none of us like. If I go now, I'm like drinking at Disney Springs. But
Hmm.
okay, wrap it up, Curtis.
Yeah. No, that is. Buffalo Wild Wings is currently having a Monday, Wednesday, all you can eat buffet, or not buffet, all you can eat for $20, boneless wings and fries. That's my other
We're
update that
not
I just remembered.
sponsored, just if you're
And that's
listening.
all I got. We're not sponsored. But I do have uh, 4 Buffalo Wild Wings gift cards sitting next to me that I have
Use
not
them
touched
before
yet.
you lose them.
Um, listen, I got them for Christmas and I've not been able to eat out on a Thursday yet. And I'm only using them on a Thursday because they go twice
Yeah.
as far. Anyway, milkshakes at McDonald's are great. Rest of the food,
Ooh,
it's gonna start an argument. Ice cream cake's good.
delicious. The best cake.
It
Ugh.
was a Carvel one. Yeah, that's all I got.
And
Oh yeah, and Taylor Swift has a new
yeah,
album, I guess.
honestly, 10 out of 10 recommend
Again.
everyone listening to it 3 times because the first time you'll say all the songs sound the same. The second time you'll be like, oh my god, I'm going through all the emotions. And the third time you're screaming it. If
You're just not mentally okay,
if
is what
you're
I'm
me,
learning.
you listen to it every car ride.
It's not new, but
I will send you some clips of not me singing it, but some of the clips of the songs, and you'll understand that I am not
I
mentally well.
don't.
And
I
insert
knew you were not mentally well as soon as you said Taylor Swift's new album has 31 songs, and I would have been listening to it for the
yeah,
past
and insert a
31
clip
days.
of me doing that like cheesy smile. Ting. Okay.
Yep.
Thank you for listening. Please follow us on Instagram,
All
and
right.
goodbye.
Goodbye.